A few propositions have done more to shape California than entire legislative decades. Let's look at three that illustrate the range of what direct democracy can do. The most consequential of all is Proposition 13, approved in 1978 with nearly 65% of the vote. Proposed by anti-tax activists Howard Jarvis and Paul Gann, it made four sweeping changes. It capped the property tax rate at 1% of value, slashing a rate that had averaged nearly 3%. It limited annual assessment increases to 2%. It triggered reassessment to market value only at sale or new construction, meaning two identical neighboring homes could carry wildly different tax bills depending on when they were bought, and it required a two-thirds vote for new special taxes. The fiscal consequences were immediate and enormous. Property tax revenue collapsed, local governments faced crisis, and California's once top-funded schools fell toward the bottom on a per-pupil basis. It permanently shifted power from local governments to Sacramento. A very different example is Proposition 1A, approved by a landslide in 1966. This was a legislatively referred amendment that modernized California's entire government. For the initiative process, it lowered the signature threshold for statutes from 8% to 5%, making access easier, while abolishing an older mechanism called the indirect initiative. It also transformed the legislature from a part-time body into a full-time professional one, a change that professionalized lawmaking but also widened the gap between Sacramento and the public. A third example shows the risks of constitutional entrenchment. Proposition 9 of 2008, known as Marzy's Law, expanded the rights of crime victims, requiring timely notification of hearings and limiting early releases. Proponents said it filled real gaps. Opponents warned it was partly redundant, would raise prison costs, and would trigger expensive litigation. Those warnings proved partly right. In 2012, a court ruled some of its parole provisions unconstitutional under federal law. Together, these three measures reveal the double-edged nature of the initiative. It can entrench a tax revolt that reshapes the state for generations, modernize an entire government, or lock in policies whose legal foundations later crumble in court, all by popular vote and all extraordinarily hard to reverse.